Hey, it is Kenny from Kenny's Audiophile Record Reviews. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Please like and subscribe. I sincerely appreciate that. In this video, I'm giving my Astrud Gilberto top 10 favorite songs of all time. Now, this top 10, with the exception of the last one, and the last one is my favorite Astrud Gilberto song of all time. But the remaining 9 are going to be in random order because I like them all almost equally. Matter of fact, I could have probably stretched this to a top 25 because she has a lot of great songs that I vibed and grooved through to over the decades. She was an Astrud Gilberto who passed away on June 5th of 2023 at the age of 83. And Astrud Gilberto was not a vocal talent in the same vein or the same level as Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Aretha Franklin. She just wasn't, but she had a magnificent vocal skill set that, you know, she stayed in her lane. She didn't venture out of her lane. She was relatively safe in terms of utilizing her vocal skill set, and she did it fabulously. And that goes to show that, you know, even without perhaps an elite vocal talent, being an elite vocal talent, let's say of a Sarah Vaughan or Ella Fitzgerald, and not many people on that level anyway, or Aretha Franklin, you can still be great. In my mind, Astrud Gilberto was great. She was a really good singer, in my opinion. At the time of her passing, one of my viewers asked me, well, Kenny, are you going to do a video about Astrud Gilberto? And I did not, because out of respect for her, I don't think it's cool to do a video around somebody's death for the purposes of getting clicks on YouTube. It's something I'm just not into. So, although this is not a tribute to Astrud Gilberto, this is my top 10 songs. I really think she was amazing at, like I said, utilizing her skill set in a fantabulous way that, you know, people still would vibe and groove to her songs and her groove, and the way mainly the way she would interpret songs over the years and decades. That was one of her great points. And like I said, she did a fabulous job of utilizing and monetizing at the same time her skill set. You got to give her props for that. She burst up on the scene. And I'm going to show you some of her records, the records I have. I'm going to try and go through them quickly and then get to my top 10. But she burst on the scene in approximately 1964 with this fabulous album, this Gets Gilberto album, with the likes of Astrud Gilberto, Joao Gilberto, Antonio Carlos Jobim, and the great Stan Getz. This is an amazing album, and it contains a groundbreaking song, The Girl from Ipanema. This is a reissue by Analog Productions. This version is fabulous. This is a live album. Most of the songs on this album are live. This is a Getz A Go-Go album. It's a nice album on Verve Records. This was her debut album, I believe, the Astrud Gilberto album. This is a mono version. Has a hype sticker in front. This one, The Shadow of Your Smile, again on Verve Records. This is with Gil Evans doing the arranging and conducting. Look to the Rainbow. And Beach Samba. I like this album as well. She did this one with a Brazilian keyboardist. I think he played the piano, keyboard, organ, Walter Wanderley. Pretty good album. And I Haven't Got Anything Better to Do was the name of this album as well. And one called Windy, album called Windy. She did a lot of pop covers in the later part of the 60s. This is one called Windy. And I mean, on this one, she does Never My Love, you know, and Windy and some other covers. Album on CTI Records, brother Stanley Turrentine. This also has Amir Deodato doing some work on this album as well. I'll show you the inside the gatefold. The Girl from Ipanema. I think this came out around the disco era in the 70s. What's the date on here? 1977. And it's somewhat of a disco version of Girl from Ipanema on here. And also she has a duet with Chet Baker on this one. It's actually quite good. An album she did with James Last, the James Last Orchestra. Now I have some of these these are duplicates that I have on CD. This is like a best of or greatest hits of some of her 60s albums. I'll show you the back of them. I don't know if you can see the songs. This is Beach Samba. I'll show you the album. Excuse me. Again, the Shadowy Smile, but I have it on CD. And Look to the Rainbow again with Gil Evans. I have this. I have that one on LP, and I have this one on LP as well. I showed you. Walter Wonderling Gets Wonderly album. Like I said, I showed you the album. There's a CD, and this is some of the greatest hits of some of her 60s albums. But also I have some of her digital high-res downloads, a few of those as well. So I'm going to get to my top 10. Again, they're not in any order. They're just a random order, except the last one is my favorite one. So I'm going to go through these somewhat quickly. And like I said, I could have made a top 25, maybe even top 30, because there's a lot of Astrud Gilberto songs that I just love and groove to, but I narrowed it down to this 10. Like I said, she just did so many of my favorite songs. And please leave some of your favorite Astrud Gilberto songs in the description. In the comment section. I'm sorry. Leave some of your favorite Astrud Gilberto songs in the comment section below, and your favorite one in the comment section below as well. But I'm gonna get to my top 10, and the last one my favorite. But as I said, the first 9 are just in random order. First one is How Incensitve, and that's from her her debut album, the Astrud Gilberto album. And I just love the vocal arrangements in that song, combined with her beautiful voice. It provides a beautiful vibe and groove that you can listen to like over and over again. How Incensitve is one of my favorite Astrud Gilberto songs. Another one is called Once I Loved, and that's from, again, her debut album, the Astrud Gilberto album, Once I Loved. The next one is called Stay, and that's from her Beach Samba album, but it has like this up-tempo groove that's really, really just, it's just a joy to listen to. And it's another one of those songs that you can listen to over and over again. The name of the song is called Stay, and it's from her Beach Samba album. The next one is Girl from Ipanema, again from the Gets Gilberto album that features Gerard Gilberto, Astrud Gilberto, Antonio Carlos Jobim. A lot of you, I know that's your favorite. It's a great song, but I don't think it's the greatest Astrud Gilberto song. It's a really good song. I really like that song. It's an iconic song. Like I said, it helped elevate the bossa nova movement, around 1964 when the song came out. It's a fabulous song, and it's a song that both jazz lovers and people in the pop music, the entire musical spectrum, rallied around that song and made it an international smash hit that lasted for decades, even to this day. The next one is called Touching You, and that's from her album called Now. It's more of a modern vibe and groove type of song, to be quite frank with you. I like like I said, the arrangements and the vibe and groove and the style of that song. And it's a different Astrud Gilberto song. It's called Touching You from her Now album. The next one is called The Face I Love. And I like that has like a joy to it, a beauty and a joy to it, an enthusiasm to it that's infectious. The Face I Love, and again, that's from her Beach Samba album. A great groove, a great song, and that's one of my favorite Astrud Gilberto songs. The Face I Love from her Beach Samba album. The next one is called, it's a fun song, and it's from the Gets a Go-Go album. It's called The Telephone Song. And Stan Getz has a great solo, sax solo on that song. And at the end of the song, for about maybe a second or a second and a half, if you play it loudly enough, and listen closely, you can hear Astrud Gilberto giggle or laugh just a little bit for like maybe a second or two at the end of that song. It's very beautiful to hear her laugh at the end of the song, and she sings that song very well, called The Telephone Song from Gets a Go-Go, the Gets a Go-Go album. The next one is Quiet Nights of Quiet Stars, and that's again from the Gets a Go-Go album, and that too has a great Stan Getz solo. One more, and now I'm getting to my last one. The next one is from the Getz Wonderly album, and it's called Here's That Rainy Day. And that's just gosh, it has this, you know, maybe a jazz groove to it, but it has like a groove that anybody from any genre would enjoy. It's just it's like a slow tempo song, but a beautiful song, and her voice is displayed very well with that somewhat of a jazz backdrop. Here's That Rainy Day, Getz, from the Getz Wonderly album. I love that song. I love the vibe and groove of that song. Now the last one, and this is my favorite Astrud Gilberto song. Let's see if I can find the album real quick. I'll put the albums back. I don't know if I can. But this last song, I don't know if I can find the album. But, oh, here it is. The last song is from this album that came out in 1977. And there's a duet with the great Chet Baker, a vocal duet with the great Chet Baker. It's called Far Away. And it is a slow groove, a jazz groove. Chet Baker sings, Astrud Gilberto sings, and it's just, I think I discovered that song probably my freshman year of college or something like that. This album came out in 77. My freshman year of college was 79, 80. And ever since I heard that song, Far Away, with Astrud Gilberto and Chet Baker on trumpet and Chet Baker singing, that is my my favorite Astrud Gilberto song. Astrud Gilberto, Far Away, is my favorite Astrud Gilberto song. I'll leave the links to all these songs in the description below, but check out Far Away with Chet Baker. With Chet Baker and his fabulous singing and fabulous trumpet playing, Astrud Gilberto complimenting all that with her beautiful voice. Astrud Gilberto, one of our greats, a great singer, a fabulous voice, a fabulous talent. She brought us so much beauty, so much joy, so much song, so much passion, so much music for decades. Astrud Gilberto, may you rest in peace. And we will love, enjoy, and vibe to your music for years and decades. Please leave your favorite Astrud Gilberto songs in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. God bless, and thank you for viewing this video. God bless. Strong love. Peace to all worldwide.